Hey, what's going on, guys? Today's video is going to be a somewhat attempt of cleaning my mouse urine and feces soaked headliner. Obviously, this is close to being past saving. I found the dead mouse right there, actually, but for the first gen Honda Insight, these are kind of unobtainable now, and so I figured I'd give it a shot. Almost everything I've read online says do not soak these in water, but at the moment I don't really know how else I can go about removing all this without getting a lot of water on it. And so I've already got headliner adhesive in there because more than likely I think the fabric is going to start sagging afterwards. But what I'm using is a solution of Chemical Guys carpet cleaner in a spray bottle wherever I put it, and I'm going to agitate it either with a drill brush or maybe a horsehair brush because I don't want to be too rough on the carpet and the fibers on the upper side of it. And I might spray it off first just to see if I can get some of this gunk off, but I will put a time lapse up. I also have the headliner sat on a couple of boards so that it's not touching the concrete ground and just getting scratched up. But I'll show y'all the after process as well as the cleaning process. So this first picture is right after I dropped the headliner. Hadn't even vacuumed it. It was absolutely disgusting, and there is the nest. So here we are, the whole reason I'm dropping this fucking headliner. That is disgusting. Ugh. He's crispy. So in addition to just wanting to get the headliner clean, I also wanted to do this because mouse droppings can contain a virus called hantavirus, which is deadly if you breathe it in, from what I've read online. And so that's why I ended up using a bit of Dawn dish soap as well. Probably should have used a alcohol-based cleaner, but I didn't have any on me at the time. So these are just some more photos of before I went ahead and vacuumed and soaked it in cleaner. So like I mentioned earlier in the video, I was a bit precautious about using a lot of water and soaking the headliner, but I quickly realized that I was going to have to soak the headliner if I wanted to get it clean, and that's why I kind of changed the way I'm cleaning it throughout this time lapse. And then at the end you can see I put the headliner on the stairs and rinse it all off. I just wanted to make sure I got all the soap out, and from there I went ahead and hung it up to dry. I didn't want to use a towel because I'd read online that if you pat it dry, it can sometimes not look even in some areas. And as you can see, these are some afterwards final pictures, and this next clip will be a time lapse and a video of me attaching the headliner back on with some headliner spray. Overall, I'm honestly pretty impressed with how well the headliner cleaned up. From what I kind of read online and in some detailing forums, headliners seem to be pretty hard to restore, and I think it turned out great. So for now, what I'm going to be doing is attempting to reseal this headliner. I've got a little bit of headliner adhesive, and I just did a test spray of it, and it's a very weird material. It looks like silly string almost. And since I'm not spraying my entire headliner, I don't want to get it all over the place. So what I've done is I've got the masking tape set up right there so that I don't hit the headliner that's still intact. And I've just been taking this for a while. And what I'm going to do now, like I said, is try and spray a bit of this on there. Not sure if y'all can see or not. Totally just missed. And that is exactly why I have the masking tape. When I was spraying the headliner adhesive, I didn't realize it was not talking at all, and so that's why in the clips I am spraying it, I have went ahead and fast forwarded them. So this is not the most easy thing to work with, it seems like, at least in my minute of experience. So what I'm gonna do is just try and spread this out. It's really working too well, but I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try and braid it up. Very glad I did the masking tape though. I would highly recommend that. So I'm gonna try and just fold this down now, pretty even as best I can. I think there are some areas that I saturated it a bit too much, like right here, but I'll make do, of course. Yeah, definitely put a little too much in certain places, and I should have masked this better, to be honest. Could have done a better job, but I didn't think it was going to be this messy. So clearly not a perfect job, but it's gonna do the job. I'm gonna be a lot more careful when I'm doing the map light. So here is the finished product. I'm not overly pleased with it, but at the end of the day, it's a headliner. Who's really looking at this? I'm actually very happy with how clean it got. I should specify that. But the fix right here, I mean, it's not amazing. But like I said, this is the backside. Like where I sit will be up there. So I'm really not ever gonna see this. And I don't think essentially, I think it was my fault. I just didn't know really what I was doing. But, oh well. Up here, since I did this second, I did this a lot better. I think this part looks great, and I'm happy with the outcome. So, even if there was any sagging, the interior map light is gonna hold that up. And that is my headliner restoration. I think it came out great, except for that part, but don't focus on that. If this video is helpful, I'd appreciate any feedback below, or if you want to help out my channel because my videos aren't monetized, I've got my Venmo and my Cash App in the description, as well as my Instagram's linked below. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me through Instagram. And I also have a video of me dyeing the carpet that worked very well. I'm going to be doing a full restoration video of this 2000 Honda Insight, which I'll be uploading shortly. Thanks.